Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin, and Kat.
So we're back with another Patreon request. Maria Shea has requested J-Hope.
Yeah!
We've been wanting some J-Hope on the wheel, but it's not been happening for. I saw him.
Yeah, and we have to be fair. Like, we don't manipulate the wheel, so it just literally goes around, and we've been waiting for J-Hope. So.
Although I did have someone comment on one video saying, so when it lands on Jimin, are you not going to do Jimin? Because remember, we got to the point where we were like, no, Jimin.
He'd already had so many times.
The problem is, 4 times in the same day.
That's what I think people forget, is that you're watching them as 2 videos a week. We're filming it all on one day, so we would have had like 4 Jimin videos in one day, which is not fair, Jimin.
And then even as they're published on YouTube, it spaces them out a little bit and mixes it up.
That's the thing, so it doesn't feel to them like we've done loads of Jimin.
Yeah.
We would have.
Yeah. Welcome to My Cup of Jimin.
Yeah.
I would drink that.
This isn't it. Well, it is. What were we watching?
J-Hope.
You did,
Ego.
yeah. I was like,
I said J-Hope, I didn't say Ego. But
yeah. So this is a very well-timed video after what we
So
just
Ego
watched.
is part of the 3 songs, intro, Persona. We have Shadow, interlude Shadow, and then we have outro Ego, you see.
I'm sorry, what's just happened?
Oh, so we're now the masters.
Yes.
I'm
And I
totally
think
fine
I'm
with
going to
this.
need this.
I don't think that... Okay, I'll agree with Jenny.
So guys,
So
what's this song about, please?
J-Hope is the lead dancer in BTS.
And what's the song about?
It's about loving yourself, but not letting your ego get so big that you think you're better than everybody else.
That's wrong. When was it out?
This came out in 2018.
On the Love
That's wrong.
Yourself Her album.
That's wrong.
On
So-
the Love Yourself...
No.
No. On the... Map of the Soul 7.
Shall I tell you when it was released?
The Map of the Soul
2019.
2020.
Ooh.
So this is the last. This is the third part on the Map of the Soul
You're
album.
talking about a different song to us. That's what's going on here.
I see, there's more than one song called Ego.
The one we know.
By J-Hope.
Yeah.
He sent it to us privately.
Yeah.
Cool.
Several years ago.
Would you like to know what it's about? Please. Okay. It's
Lots of people can't you?
What is your...
not
one
mine.
say?
Not mine. Just information about the song of what I know. Yeah, it's on the Map of the Soul 7 and Persona album, and it's obviously they had of Carl Jung's philosophy of Persona, Shadow, and Ego are all parts of the self. So the shadow are the parts of the self that you don't like, but they're part of you, so you have to face them. The persona are the different parts of ourselves that we show to the world. And ego is the part of your consciousness where you have thoughts and memories and feelings that which we use to form our identity. So it's very much informative of how we feel about ourselves and who we think we are.
That's pretty much what I said, isn't it, Erin?
Yeah.
Sorry. What is that? What's that pungent smell of bullshit? So I personally, I don't know how between Sugar, J-Hope and RM they actually picked who was going to do which one. Obviously, we know that they wrote each of the ones. But maybe they literally played rock, paper, scissors and like who gets Persona, who gets a Shadow and who gets Ego. But I think they definitely, I think they definitely suited the ones that they chose, which was really good. And obviously they wrote them, so that's good. But yeah, so for J-Hope's one, his version of it, his song Ego, it was it predominantly focuses on his questions about himself and what path he's on, and is it the right path for him? Is he going to be able to achieve what he wants to do, which is be a dancer? And his kind of little own struggles about who he is and who he's going to be versus who he wants to be and what he can achieve on that path. But eventually he obviously comes to a point where he is enjoying that path and he's actually quite pleased with who he is. So that's what his song of Ego is about, which is nice. It's nice song. Yeah, we want that for J-Hope.
Because we've seen... Well, I wonder which J-Hope this is, because we see Happy J-Hope, Hopey Sunshine. We see J-Hope, which is quite terrifying. I think it's because, like, you know when someone's always really, really happy, to see them angry, you're like, oh my god, it must be really bad.
Guys.
Or really good.
Do you remember how I was like, right at the beginning, I was like, oh no, I quite like the bad boy look. And then obviously I fell back into like, oh, the sweet like vocal line. And then came along. I'm coming back full circle again. And I'm quite liking this like bad boy So maybe this was my destiny all along.
I think this is one of the best things about BTS is because they show us so many different sides of themselves. It's like
Very
as much
fulfilling.
as I love the bad boy, when Sugar's been August D and everything, I then completely fall in love with Min Yoongi. So it's like you're getting everything you need.
It's very fulfilling
Yeah.
because you don't feel like you're lacking anything.
No.
Not that they're there to serve us or anything, but yeah, no, it's true. Just as a fan, we are very well fed with content and with all these different sides of their personality.
And it must
they
be
show us.
so, in a way, healthy for them to be able to put out all the different sides that they want to. Because you know how some artists, it's like, no, this is the role I have, this is the persona I put out, and I have to stick in that when I'm working.
Well, I think that's actually really interesting you say that, because in the song it's about J-Hope questions, because he wasn't sort of J-Hope, the J-Hope that we know him as now, like Hobie Our Sunshine, when he's at the concerts he says, I'm your hope, you're my hope, I'm J-Hope. That sort of actually developed a little bit later after the group had come out. And so that identity, that version of J-Hope, which he's now very comfortable and happy with, he discovered that sort of identity as J-Hope stage persona that's also still part of himself along the way. So I think that's quite nice as well.
Because it could be very easy for someone, like, especially with J-Hope, because we always say, Hobie Sunshine, he's so happy. It could be so easy for him to fall into this trap of, okay, I need to go out there and I have to be happy J-Hope.
Yeah.
I'm doing a TV thing, I have to be happy J. No, he can't be in there saying, actually, today I'm just a bit mellow. I'm just not feeling, Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and to have that accepted.
And that we would watch it and be like, oh, it's this J-Hope today, not, where's happy J-Hope? Why isn't he happy?
Yeah.
Something must be terribly wrong, rather than, actually, I'm just a bit chill today.
Yeah.
If you look at the songs around when they debuted, though, it was, as we've said, like that hard, like Jimin was like the bad boy kind of person.
Yeah.
That Hobie Sunshine didn't really fit with that,
No.
did it? So it's like, had he had that in him and, like you said, was like trying to see where that would fit in as
I think when they first started, they very much had these sort of roles to play within the group, because that was sort of the marketing that they were launching with. But I do think that, which is a wonderful thing, as they started to establish themselves as musicians and performers and everything, I think they were able to, I mean, it's natural progression, right? They're going to grow and progress and mature, as people. But it's really nice that they were able to explore out different genres and things like that. So I think they have, I'm by no means saying that it wasn't hard work, but I think they have along that way found themselves more, which is good. Yeah, so I think that's exactly why, if you look, like you said, you look back at the original ones, there's no Hobie Sunshine in there, there's no J-Hope, but now it is. So I think that was a bit of a journey.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Have I done this?
Not yet.
I just say it so many times a day when we film all day that I forget.
Can you imagine her walking around her house, like, just cooking, like, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to all the people in my kitchen.
Patreon is a load of videos ahead, has exclusives, social media below, PO box below, send us postcards. It's so cool. She just wants to send me food, please. Well, I keep saying it. There are all these countries that have snacks that we don't have.
Oh, I feel a bit tight-chested.
That's alright, you pass out.
We're now going to progress to some steps which are a bit more difficult. Ready, set,
See how that's from the beginning of No More Dream? So it's going back to the beginning.
I'm so excited.
Ooh. Rewind.
Oh, I love it already.
Oh, smile. He's so cute. this is cute, J-Hope. Is his shirt actually like open?
Yes, it was.
Like chest?
So suave.
I love his hair, that's like wave to it.
It's very nice.
I like hearing him sing. Did they have Aurora doing backing on the end there again?
Adora, yeah.
Adora, sorry.
Yeah.
I said Aurora, didn't I?
Yeah.
Adora.
No. I know you meant. Yeah,
I mean,
they did.
her voice is lovely. She could
It's
be
really
a
lovely.
Disney princess.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
His smile is so beautiful.
That's so
Yeah, it
cute.
really is. First of all, editing Jenny, the black cardigan with the red and white. Get it?
You like that?
Yeah. So I have to put notes into myself or I forget.
I really liked that we got to see him in different outfits. Like we saw a really suave side of him and the really
Yeah.
happy side. Because it's true. Like no one is just one thing. And so although we do know J-Hope as like this happy J-Hope, is like you said when you saw you were like, oh my god, he's got the different sides to him. Oh my
yeah.
god. So I thought that was quite nice of him making a point. Like he
Yeah.
can bring out different elements of himself. And also when he's driving through, when he's walking down the street, there's bits in the background when you watch that back again that's
They
like
changed.
nods to like Chicken Noodle Soup and other records that they've had up till now. So it's kind of like him not acknowledging his past.
Am I crazy or did the shops change?
Yeah.
So they changed to like, it's like when before it was everyone else's choice, but then when he's where he is now, it becomes his choice. So it's Jay's clothing and Jay's.
I really struggled because I tried to like read the lyrics, but I get too distracted.
There's always a lot going on.
Yeah, and I will say it was definitely a good mood song. And in the chorus, where it's very musical, as soon as that started, I thought, and this is where when he wrote it, he's like, and here I'm going to do this dance. You know, you can always hear the parts he's put in where he can really go for it on the dancing.
Yeah. No, it's nice because it's he sings about like, he didn't know, because again, anybody that wants to go for a creative career, there's no security in that. You don't know. It's a big gamble. You don't know if anything's going to come of it. So he was saying like, years of my dreams, were they going to come to nothing kind of thing. So,
And even when you make it, you
talked
don't know how
about
long
that.
it'll last.
yeah, no, it's true. And they touch on that obviously in Black Swan when they talk about a dancer has 2 deaths in their life. So it could, I mean, maybe that makes him sort of grateful for where he is now. I feel like Ego was kind of like a song where he could look back and look back on where he's been so that he can enjoy the being there now, because he's had to work so hard to get there. So you can enjoy it at least before, while it lasts kind of thing. Nothing lasts forever, but
That really wasn't the song I thought it was going to be. When obviously we've heard about Ego for ages, I thought it was going to be like a you've got too big of an ego, and like a either like back down, like watch yourself, like you're getting too big for your boots, kind of. Yeah, that's why I said it. That kind of song. So I'm really pleasantly surprised. It just felt like, take control of your life and look what could happen.
Yeah, I think when people hear the word ego, they automatically a negative connotation to it. But actually, like we said, that philosopher Carl Jung, he's actually talking about the ego in and of itself is how we form our identity. So the ego is made up of lots of complexities. So I think in sort of common conversation, it's usually used to be like a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Whereas their take on it was, no, this is my ego as a whole. This is sort of the different bits and pieces of me that form my identity.
Yeah.
And where I've been and where I am now, and where I hope to go.
Yeah, because I didn't take a lot out of it on the lyrics and the meaning, because again, I think it takes a lot more reading of the lyrics to get that. But I found it just enjoyable.
Yeah,
fun,
just on face
happy,
value, really enjoyable.
I like it when he has that sort of wave in his hair.
Oh, looks so good, so good.
The hospital bit.
His shirt was open.
Oh, I didn't notice that because
I didn't initially. It's only once they put the things on, I thought that doesn't work if your chest isn't bare. Then I thought, wait.
Yeah, he has his shirt open a little bit.
Was he like unwell, or was that like, did he make himself ill with it working too hard, or?
I don't know. I'm not too sure what that was meant to represent.
I couldn't read the lyrics while that was going on because I was like, well, I don't want to miss what I'm visually being told.
Yeah, no, I don't think he references anything.
I wonder whether that was kind of you're working really hard and almost it's like he collapses and then he's at the hospital and it's like in his head just stops to be happy where he is now. You know, it's like you're working.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like that causes you to take the moment to enjoy this where you are.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to just stop and just live in what you've got, and then it makes you...
Yeah. Doesn't mean you have to stop going for stuff, but at least enjoy what you have. Otherwise...
You can sometimes make yourself sick with anxiety or things like that.
You get to the end and find you didn't enjoy what you had because you never just stopped for a moment.
So he says, I go back every day to me of yesterday, to the life of giving up. I let myself go away. But in this world, there are truths unchanged. Time rushes ever forward. There's no ifs, buts or maybes. Almost forgotten memories return.
And that's where he sort of passes out. Is when he's saying there's no ifs, buts or maybes. That, so I remember him falling.
Yeah, this is when he's on the hospital bed. He says, touch of the devil, fateful recall. I still wonder, why did they beckon again? Every day ask me, guess it, whip it, repeat, oh. Nothing that will change, so I lock it up again. How much love, how much joy. Soothe myself and stay calm alone.
Is that then, so in No, it's like that, like, repeat, you have to do this again and again, and you could live your life and then, like you said, just die like that. And is he saying you could do that, or you could just embrace absolutely
It's almost
everything?
like saying you're surviving but not living.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference, and that could be the metaphor of surviving, but if you're not living, there's no vibrancy there, then what's the point? You're just going through the motions of life, really.
And so, but then when he changes and says, well, I'm just going to live and be joyful, everything then seems to fall into place for him.
In a way, almost like self-acceptance. When he came to that place of accepting himself, maybe. That's when
because that would also line up with some of the things you hear Sugar say in songs about how you fight to get, you fight for your dream, you fight to get there, and then once you're there, no one tells you, isn't it in Shadows, like no one tells you how lonely it can be. And almost he's doing the same as in the whole you're working to get somewhere, but then when you're there you don't enjoy it because you're still working to something else.
Or you've worn yourself out.
Enjoy the journey.
That's it. Enjoy the journey. And actually when you look back, and they have said when they look back now, they're actually grateful for their struggles because it kind of helped them form who they are now. Whereas if it, I don't know, like for example, if it had been too easy, or they happen to go to a company with lots of money, they just wouldn't be who they are now. I think their journey has shaped them massively.
Well,
so.
How many of their songs and what they've written has come from the feelings they got from what happened?
Yeah.
We don't even know exactly what happened,
No. But we wouldn't get some of the songs we absolutely love.
Very true. And that he's enjoying the journey now.
Something
I
I did really like in the video, baby pics.
I know.
Oh,
the little cake.
Yeah. to like recreate that
Yeah.
little picture.
Oh, it was so cute. Oh, I loved it. I'm so grateful.
Kat,
Yes.
it was J-Hope. What do you think?
I really liked it.
Because you hadn't seen it until recently. What did you think? Because you only watched it the day with her.
Yeah, I
didn't
only
you?
watched it the other day, but I've had the song.
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah. Because I have all the albums.
So how are we feeling about Eureka? Is he
Yeah, he's still there. And if Erin keeps going, she's not invited anymore. Let's be
Ooh. It's just going to end up with me on the sofa saying I'm not sharing. So that was J-Hope Ego. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.